ready to
I
go?
said I don't imagine it lasting long, but I want to
Okay,
give them.
sure.
I put everything away and I thought, no.
You did put everything away?
Just about.
Okay. No problem.
Oh, yeah.
All right, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the meeting to order at 7 o'clock. Roll call.
Michael Paxton,
Present.
Thomas Wood,
Here.
Mark Mannix, Michael Dave,
Here.
Barb Hebert,
Present.
James Coffey,
There.
Rick Collins.
Thank you. Resolution 16, 110, approval of the minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of April 25th and May 2nd, 2016 be approved and the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Mannix. Is there a second?
Second.
LaFave. Any discussion? Seeing none. Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Michael Dave,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Paxton.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 16, 111, abstract.
Resolved that the abstract of audit of claims number 5B-16, 814 to 925 for $203,302.43, and abstract 5B-16, 188 to 204 prepays in the amount of $374,849.88 be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisors hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert. Is there a second?
Second.
LaFave. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Michael Fave,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Castle.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 16, 112, monthly department reports.
Resolved to receive and place on file the monthly department head reports from Building and Grounds, Highway Superintendent, Park and Recs, Supervisor's Financial Report, Town Clerk, Codes and Zoning, Historian, Planning, Tax Receiver, and Water and Wastewater.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Yes. Was there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Tom, any comment?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
I'll reserve the right to make comments later on, no, if I feel like it.
All right. Seeing none, roll call, please.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Michael Fave,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Castle.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 1613, standard workday and reporting resolution.
Whereas Regulation 315.4 from the Office of New York State Controller was passed and became effective on August 12, 2009. And as per regulation, it is required that the town board, town of Plattsburgh, adopt the standard workday and reporting resolution. And it is required that the term and days worked per month be reported to each such office or position. And it be further, whereas the standard workday and reporting resolution should be updated periodically to reflect changes in work hours for elected, newly elected, and appointed officials. And to be resolved that the town board, town of Plattsburgh, does hereby set the standard workday and service credit and will be reported to the New York State Local Employers Retirement System for Barb Hebert and Michael Cashman. And it be further resolved that on passing this resolution, it shall be posted on the town's website, the official signboard located near the town clerk's office, and a minimum of 30 days. And it be further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution and an affidavit of posting to be filed in the office of the state controller within 45 days adoption by the town clerk of said resolution.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Tom Wood, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Mannix? Just to alert everybody in advance of the vote, I will be abstaining
no, I would like to, say, to me, the next resolution looks exactly the same as this, except the names are not. And I don't understand what that would be.
So the next resolution as it's defined, let me just pull out the other one. As it was shared and prepared by, Pat Bowen, was, there's a difference between the town clerk, the receiver, the town justice, the town dog control officer, town attorney, and deputy attorney, and he's seeking to file it again, in the second one, and that's 1614 standard
So we
workday.
list the people in the first one, but we don't list anybody in the second one, and it's the exact same wording?
That was my understanding from what he shared with me, correct?
Seems strange to me, I haven't seen one like that.
I can only speak to the past practices of what he provided me for the information, so.
And I also will be abstaining as well from the vote.
I think one is for newly elected, and the other is for the rest of the.
Does it say anywhere, because it says, in the second one, it also says for elected, newly elected, and appointed officials. The same as, exactly as it says in the first.
The only thing that I would say, Tom, is I just don't wanna confuse the two items that are on the table. If we wanna take this one and vote on it, we can certainly, as we've done before, table items if there's confusion, for the second one.
Yep.
The first one seems to be more clear as I was illustrating it, maybe I'm not articulating it as, accurately as I could.
I think I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem to make any sense to pass the same resolution unless you have the names or the positions
May
that we're talking about.
may I say something?
Mhm.
I questioned Pat on it too, and he said the second one was the people that are still, like in my office or Jackie's office or whatever, there's no hour change or fluctuation, so that's what it was. 'Cause I asked him.
It's almost, for lack of better terms, a refiling in a
Right.
sense, right?
Yep. It's a refiling of what was already filed 3 years ago.
Is there any further, discussion on 16-113? If there's no further discussion on this particular item, roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Peg Buffet,
Yes.
Barb Beaver,
Abstain.
Mike Constant.
Abstain. Resolution does pass. Taking resolution 1614, standard workday reporting resolution.
Whereas regulation 315.4 from the Office of New York State Controller was passed and became effective on August 12, 2009. As per the regulations, it is required that the town board, town of Plattsburgh, adopt the standard workday and reported resolution. And it is required that the term and days worked per month be reported for each such office and position. And it be further, whereas the standard workday and reporting resolution should be updated periodically to reflect changes in hours worked for elected, newly elected, and appointed officials. And it be further resolved that the town board, town of Plattsburgh, does hereby set the standard workday and service credit that will be reported to the New York State and local employees retirement system for town officials as per attached. And it be further resolved that on passing this resolution, it shall be posted on the town's website and the official signboard located near the town clerk's office for a minimum of 30 days. And it be further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution and affidavit of posting to be filed on the office, with the Office of State Controller within 45 days of adoption of this resolution by the town clerk.
Is there a motion?
Move the table.
I'll consider Tom's motion first. There's a motion on the table. Is there a second to table the item?
I'll second it.
Right.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Was there a motion and then a motion to table?
No, I considered the
Just
motion,
the
I considered the motion
motion
to
to
table
table.
first, because
Okay.
Tom spoke first.
Okay, because that was kind of
Yep.
confusing.
Yep.
Okay.
Just to ask one question here. They say as attached, is anything attached?
Yes.
Of this,
It is, there is a document, standard workday and reporting resolution for elected appointment officials. It does list Ricky Collins, Jackie Ballou, Kevin Patno, David Duquette, James Coffey, and Carl J. Madonna.
I think that kind of explains it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, we're talking about new people, and then we got an attachment on the second one.
Right.
Does that make sense, Tom?
It was in our work session. There's an attachment, I think, to the.
Yeah.
to the-
I think that's right.
Seems to me,
I
when we
understand
did these in the
what Tom's
past,
saying.
the positions or the names were in there,
But they are in there. Mike just read them.
and not in the resolution.
No, but the attachment is part of the resolution.
Not here, it isn't.
It was in the work session packet last week.
Yeah, I mean, I know what we have.
Well, I didn't get those, they weren't on mine.
No,
I mean,
it was-
we can-
It was
the-
last week, it was in the packet, it was attached.
Hold on for
This
one,
week, it didn't get put.
hold on for 1 second. There's one of two things that we can potentially do, Tom, is one is we can simply list the names in the resolution as it was similarly located in the previous resolution with the names that are here, or we can consider it as attached, or we can table it. If you want the names listed in the resolution, we can add the names to the resolution.
That's what I believe.
So, for everybody in the public to know, I'll read what's on these documents so people know what's associated with it. On these two forms, it is standard workday and reporting resolution for elected and appointed officials. The form is RS 2417-A, and it is town clerk Ricky Collins, receiver of taxes Jackie Ballou, town justice Kevin Patnote, dog control officer David Duquette, town attorney James Coffey, deputy town attorney Carl Madonna, and then on the additional listed page was Meg LaFave, highway superintendent James Wood, deputy of receiver of taxes Elaine Wood, court clerk Pamela St. John, court clerk Pamela Esposito, and assessor Brian Dowling. Those are the comprehensive names.
Not to make it more complicated, but what about the other justice? See there, did you read his name off?
He is not listed there.
So, in fact, each year that could change, right, Michael, that the
Mhm.
name could be, and I think to Tom's point, I think he was just, without making it complicated, I think he was trying to capture, names for his.
But I have a question, why wouldn't James Joyce be on there?
As I
No,
said,
I'm asking, I'm just, anybody know?
I
Maybe he's not in the retirement system.
Pardon
Well,
me?
there's other people,
Maybe he's not in the
there's other
retirement
people who
system.
aren't on there. There's other people also who aren't on there.
But I thought if Pat Note would be on, the other,
I
no,
know.
maybe Meg's right, maybe he's not in the retirement system.
I think it goes with their time of their elected position.
Oh, I see, maybe, okay.
Jimmy was ahead of.
Well, maybe he was on it last year, maybe,
But
okay,
he's
that makes
not up
sense.
for this term.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
it says newly elected and elected.
we can also
But he
table,
might not be in the retirement system.
That's true.
we can also table this, but
I think you've explained it pretty well with the names.
so, again, I'll add them under the first resolved, just so people know the section in which it will be attached. All right?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense if you put the names in the first resolution and you put nothing in the second resolution.
He's gonna put them in.
So that's why
Yep.
I questioned.
Not a problem?
And I know that they were in before.
Okay. There is a motion on the floor, though, currently, to table it. Does the original, motion, Tom, are you rescinding that, or would you still like to have that motion considered before the body?
I'll rescind it.
Okay. Are you okay with that, Barb?
I'm fine, based on the information.
Rather than have Ricky reread the entire section, just as a note again, under the first resolved, we will add the names as read previous.
And also, in the second, whereas it's not be it further resolved, it's just therefore be it resolved. And the second whereas at the end of the
Okay.
sentence.
Can I get a motion and a second to adopt the resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Mannix, thank you. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Mike LaFave,
Abstain.
Barb Hebert,
You don't,
Yeah, okay.
you're not listed on that one.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And mine was yes, and it does carry. All right. Resolution 16-115 bid award for base slip lining phase, for contract 2016.
Whereas resolution 16-075, authorized to establish a capital project for the base slip lining, and all bids received were opened on April 28, 2016. Whereas the bids were received from Canyon Pipeline Inspection, RO Construction, Instaform Technologies, and Stanex Pipe Services. Whereas Scott Stoddard, Director of Water and Wastewater, Ronald LaBerge, Civil Engineer of LaBerge Engineering and Consulting Group, and the Town Clerk have reviewed all bids received. Therefore be resolved that the contract for base slip lining for 2016 be awarded to the low bidder of Stanex Pipe Services Incorporated, 753 Raleigh Road, Victor, New York, 14564, in the amount of $108,050. And further be resolved that the town board approve the contract as recommended, and it be further resolved that payment be made payable from the 2016 capital project budget account, and that a copy of this resolution will be given to the Director of Water and Wastewater Department and to the Finance Manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Mannix. Is there a second?
Second?
Is there any discussion? I would just bring this to your attention that part of the reason that I'm bringing this to the floor and talking with Scott, that this has been a multi-phase operation. They are looking to, begin the process as soon as possible, and it was an opportunity to bring it to you, up to the board. We're following suit to what we've done in the past. Okay.
Yeah, the only question that I might have is when you look at the bid for Stanex, and it's 108.50 according to the resolution. But if you look at the parentheses, 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
It adds those amounts. So I'm assuming that we're talking 109,425.
I believe that is the case. Great.
Now, I know that we have to pass resolutions with the amount that we're supposed to have, but since this says 108,
But
and these,
it also says it's a contract unit price basis, and
Well, that is
our
true, too.
contract will
Yeah.
increase or decrease.
Yep.
that is true too.
Okay.
So are those the ones that are variable?
Should be.
The whole contract.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the award is,
Ah,
108,050.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Thomas Wood,
yes.
Martin Mannix,
Yes.
Ken Lefebvre,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Yes, resolution
They're both
carries.
bid anyway.
I would seek, or I would entertain a motion to go into executive session for collective bargaining negotiations, if there is a motion.
So moved.
Lefebvre, is there a second?
Seconded.
Barb Hebert. Any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Mannix,
Yes.
Ken Lefebvre,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Yes, we will go into executive session at 7:17. I don't anticipate being very long, but however long it takes. All right.
If you wanna come up, you got something you want us to sign?
Oh, sure.
You came to a good meeting, it's very short this
You don't
time.
need to sit there.
You could have come to the
You
long
don't
one.
need to sit there till we come back from executive session. You can head out.
That's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I can slide anywhere.
Very good.
He didn't have mine for it, so.
Coming?
Mike,
Yeah.
you want me to stay or?
Excited to graduate this year.
I don't think it's gonna be that long, but I don't know how long it is.
Graduate this
So
year?
it all
Yes,
depends on how
I'm
many
going to
questions.
Clinton for
We
the
don't have
nursing
any, we're not
program.
gonna take any action tonight, so.
And then I'm transferring to Plattsburgh State.
That's a great connection.
Thank you.
Okay.
Here's a list of what they did.
Oh, thank
And you
you.
can find them online at the town of Plattsburgh website.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Makes life a little easier if they can pop them up,